took some time, but the Sonos Beam, and its little brother the Sonos One, were the first speakers to offer both Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. If you've been waiting for Google integration to buy this speaker, then go ahead, it works. Although it's more expensive than most sound bars, the Beam is a lot more affordable than the company's larger Playbar or Playbase speakers. It looks good, it sounds big, and it's more flexible than any other sound bar available today. Despite its newfound voice, the Beam still faces competition from the Polk Command Bar, which sounds better, thanks to the wireless sub, and the Bose Soundbar 500, which also offers both Google Assistant and Alexa. On the other hand, the Sonos speaker beats both for whole home audio playback. It's a great choice for people who already have Sonos in the house and want more, or Sonos newbies who want a slick soundbar that works with multiple voice and music systems. Google versus Amazon. The Beam works like any other voice-controlled speaker, such as the Amazon Echo or Google Home. You can ask it for the time, request tunes by name, or operate the blinds, and a voice command can also change volume on the Beam itself. The speaker has a 5-microphone array, designed to pick up your voice even in a noisy home theater environment, and it worked well in my tests. The Beam comes with a choice of either Amazon's Alexa or the Google Assistant, though you can't choose between them on the fly. When you download the latest Sonos update, it will ask you to choose which voice assistant you want. To change between the two assistants, you will need to run setup again. Design. The wraparound cloth grille of the Beam, a material commonly associated with the company's ultra-budget competition, comes as a surprise on a Sonos product. Yet, the speaker retains a Sonos look with its plastic top, and the touch control panel that debuted on the One. The pill-shaped Beam is smaller than most other sound bars. You can get it in a choice of either black or white. Unfortunately, the speaker doesn't include a wall bracket in the box. While most manufacturers include a remote with their sound bars, this is not the case with Sonos. Instead, the Beam comes with a number of alternative ways to control it, starting with the Sonos app for phones and tablets. The comprehensive setup routine lets you also use your TV remote, or your voice. Sound. Sonos touts the 3-channel Beam as its most advanced soundbar. Its speakers are designed to bounce sound off your walls, and include a center channel with 2 woofers, 2 more woofers for left and right channels, and a single tweeter. At the front of the unit are 2 passive bass radiators, with another one at the rear. The system comes without a wireless subwoofer, though you can add the Sonos sub if you like. 2 Sonos One speakers can also be wirelessly paired with the Beam for rear-channel surround effects. The Beam combines integrated voice assistance with HDMI SEC control system, which lets the Beam turn compatible TVs on or off using just your voice. Seems perfect, but what if your TV doesn't support HDMI ARC? The bad news is that there's only one audio port on the Beam, and it's HDMI. No optical or 3.5mm input. The good news is that Sonos bundles an HDMI to optical cable adapter in the box. So you can connect your TV's optical digital audio output to the Beam. However, if you use the adapter, the Beam cannot turn the TV on and off. Installation. Setup walks you through each step, and it's just a matter of clicking next. You'll want to take extra special note of the step that asks you to disable the TV's sound. Trust me on this, I missed this step at first, and the sound came out of both the TV and the soundbar, creating a mess. Once I realized the error, I switched the TV speaker off, and that eradicated the problem. Performance. As long as you don't demand deep bass, the Beam is an impressive performer. The Polk Command Bar offers better lowdown effects as you'd expect from a dedicated subwoofer. So, the Polk has an overall edge in movies. The Beam is better for music, and also offered better bass articulation, which is surprising, given the Polk has that separate sub. Next I compared the higher-end Sonos Playbar, which offered more thrills. Dynamics were better, and explosions boomed rather than popped, even though the Playbar also lacks a sub. The Sonos Playbase offers even better performance and excellent dynamics, but that's a larger, more expensive speaker. We also tried the Beam with the addition of a Sonos sub, and a pair of Sonos Ones, a 5.1 configuration that costs a lot, and the level of immersion jumped through the roof. The soundtrack became more dynamic, as the sub took control of the bass effects, and the immersion deepened, as the effects were finally head in the rear instead of from the walls in front. Throughout my testing, I was impressed by the Beam's ability to hear the Alexa wake word from across the room. I could talk in a normal voice, while various films played loudly, and it worked almost every time. Things weren't always as successful with music, but still pretty good overall. Verdict. For the small subsection of people who want a Google Assistant sound bar, the Beam is here, and it's the cheapest. The idea of choosing between Alexa and Google Assistant on the one device is cool, but both the Amazon Echo Dot and Google Home Mini are inexpensive alternatives. If you can stretch your budget, then both the Playbar and Playbase have better sound quality, and the latter doesn't even need a subwoofer. Meanwhile, the cheaper, Alexa-powered Polk Command Bar is an excellent product, and the Beam's stiffest competition. It has great sound quality, which is helped along by the dedicated subwoofer. In the Sonos favor, it has better features than the Polk, including superior multi-room options, wireless connectivity, voice control, and expandability. If that package appeals to you, the Beam is a great option.